So now I want to work on error handling. It's going to be very important, and I wanted to do it now because when we have images, we're going to have, sort of a validation for them. So I thought that's the right time to do it. Okay, so like for example, let's have something, and then let's have a background, and I intentionally had like an error, okay, which is going to be the authentication, like with the same we had the episode before. So we can show you now, if I click and we have an error, the error that we're going to get in the backend is going to be like this. Okay, I click post, and this is how I get it. Okay, I think this is very beautiful, and as you see, the type of error right here, okay, depending if what we sent from the backend, like it's going to be for the images, like if it's of more than the limits we have, like the type is not allowed, all the type of stuff. Okay, try again, and you can continue normally doing what you want. Okay, and then send again, still the same error. Okay, so I think this is very beautiful, and it's going to be easy to implement. So let's do it. So we're going to start by defining the error state. So after loading, we can add another one, which is going to be error, and set error. Okay, and this is, you can have it false, it's not a problem, or you can have like an empty string. Okay, and as you see right here, let me explain a few things. So this contrast or the response, let me call it response so you can understand this better. So this response right here is going to be the value of it is going to be whatever this creates post function returns. Okay, so this is very important. So we can go back to the create post. So this is the try and this is the catch. So when everything is all right and there is no errors, this is what the function return, which is the data. And the data is simply, we send it from the backend, which is going to be the post, the informations that we have in the post from the database. Okay, but what is the point of it? Why we don't need actually the informations of the post? Because even if we want to add like a show the post that we added, we have another function that's going to call the new post all over again, and this is going to be the way we do it. So this return data is pointless, we don't need it. We can just simply send like an okay string, so we understand that the function runs and there is no error, and it's going to return okay. So if everything went all right, this right here, this response right here is going to be, the value of it is going to be okay, because everything went all right. And when we have a problem, this catch is one going to run, and we're going to return the error that we got from the backend. And in that time, this is the value of the response. It's going to be that error we got from here. So this response simply going to have two options. Either it's going to be okay when everything is all right, or it's going to have some sort of error when we have an error. Okay, so we can test this simply by going, so when the response is equal to a string okay, that means everything went all right, then we can simply set the visible, the text, the background to nothing. Okay, that's what we do. Else, that means we have an error, and in that time we're just simply gonna set the error to the response that we got. Okay, so this is simply what we are doing. Okay, we're always gonna set the loading false no matter what. Okay, this is only valuable when we have the function running. Okay, like this. So we can go for like inside this post box, and we have a test. So when we have an error, we can create like another component for it. So it's going to be a very small component. Okay, let's call it post error.js. Let's have RFC, and let me just go right here. So and go back right here and just call it. So when we have an error, then we're going to show that, which is going to be post error. Okay, like this. Okay, we're going to send the error that we have, and also we're going to send the set error to it. Like that. Okay, let me just go back right here and get him from this the props, like that. Okay, so simply we can have like a class name for this, so we can understand what we are saying. Let me just go right here to the error and have something in it. Okay, that means that we have an error, just so we can see it. Okay, as you see it right here. So right here I have a class name, let's call it post error. Okay, like this, and then we can go and take that, go back to the size, and let's work on it. Post error. Okay, and go right here. That's right here. Okay, here the post error is going to be positioned to be absolute, so we want to take it to the whole element. So it's going to go from the top 0, right 0, left 0, and also the bottom 0. The background is going to be white variable bg primary. Okay, and also like the opacity of it is going to be 0, like 0.8. Okay, this way, and as you see it right now, so top, right, left, bottom. Okay, so I don't know why it's not taking the whole elements. Okay, let me just go back right here. Okay, so let's continue and we're gonna see. So right here we're gonna have a div that's simply gonna have the error that we passed. Okay, and then is this, do you see it right here? Okay, so we can go back right here and also position everything in the center, line items center, and then justify content is going to be in the center like this. And this also going to need the z index, so it goes over all the elements, so that's why maybe it's not taking everything. So like 1, okay, as you see it right now. So now everything is all right. We can also like go and change the color for that div right here. So the color is going to be going to red, and we have this color right here in the, if we go to the inputs, login inputs, let me just get that color, and I regret not adding it into the variables. So we can have this color right here. Okay, and as you see it there, also we're gonna have a button after that that's gonna be called blue button. We've defined this class name before, and it's gonna go try again. Okay, like this. So we can go back right here. Also we can add like a gap between after the flex, like gap 10 pixels. Okay, and as you see, this is how it's, and we're gonna click and try again. This is gonna remove the error and then remove the whole div. Okay, so we can go back right here. So right here, one click, simply can go and set error to nothing. So when we click on here, the error is gonna disappear. So we may refresh because we have a set in the error, so it's gonna show. Okay, so we have it. So no matter where we at, you know, any stage of the post, this is always gonna look from the top 0, left 0, bottom 0, right 0. Okay, so this is gonna be very cool. So we can also add like an animation to it. So let me create this animation, and you use keyframes. This is normally, it's called anim. This is like normally in CSS. This is not something new. So the animation is gonna start from 0%, or you can use like from 2. It depends on you. So 0%, the width is going to be 0. So, and also when you go to 100%, so the animation completed is going to be the width 100%, and we can just go right here and have the animation. The name of it is going to be anim. Okay, the duration of it, for example, like 0.4 second, like this. And as you see it right here. Okay, so you can simply go back right here and remove this from here, and now we don't have any errors. For something like I didn't pass the null right here for the type, that's why we get that error. So let me try again, write something, get a background and post, and as you see we get the error the way we want. Okay, so maybe you can make it a bit faster. Okay, just this depend on your preferences. Okay, so let me click try again and continue now, post, and we get it. Okay, so that was quite easy, and I think this is very cool. And I think, let me see. Okay, we did have border radius. I think we have a border radius. Okay, so maybe we can add a border radius for this one. So it's the same. It's not 10 pixels, it's gotta be 5 pixels if I remember correctly. So let's try again. Okay, I feel like now it doesn't matter because, oh, it does matter because the blur right here is different than this one. Okay, so I think this is very cool. You can now play with values all you want and try again, and we have an error. But when we fix this, we're gonna go back right here and we're gonna pass null first for the type. Okay, now we're not gonna have any errors. So if we try and send this, call it post 3, and send post, is gonna work normally. And if we go back right here, refresh, we're gonna have the post that says post 3. Okay, so this was for the error handling. It's quite simple. So now let's do more things.